Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel guys. So today we're going to talk about something you've seen me use on my channel for over a year now, and that is my hair steamer, guys. If you can see it, this little steamer, guys, is my most expensive tool that I've ever bought, and I love it. It was worth every penny. It's one of my best tools because it does so much for me on my wash day. It helps to soften my hair, it helps to stimulate blood flow, and it helps me to retain moisture a lot longer. So the magic, guys, is in the steam. I can see how much better my hair have been doing. So I'm going to tell you guys a few things that I believe are important, because I'm always telling you guys to use the steamer. So I'm going to tell you guys some great benefits to using this steamer, and also some things you should watch out for. So guys, let's start with the good stuff. So the first thing I noticed about using a hair steamer is that when you're using a steamer to do a treatment, I've steamed clay with this. I almost always use it to deep conditioning. So using that with treatments, I noticed that it helps the treatment to penetrate every layer of your cuticle, guys. I noticed that my entire strand looks amazing after that. Using a steamer on your hair literally helps whatever treatment you're using penetrate every layer of your hair. And also, the best thing about this guy is that it cuts your treatment time in half, if not more. Wash day used to take me hours. It used to take me the day because I was busy, guys. I had things to do. I couldn't sit an entire day to wash my hair. So I was looking for ways to improve that, and getting a steamer was definitely one of the best choice I made, because deep conditioning takes me at the most 30 minutes. Now, I don't deep condition for any more than that when I'm using that steamer. So not having to sit under a deep conditioning for at least an hour or more is a great way to avoid hydro fatigue to your strand. So using the steamer is one of those things that will help you cut that time. Remember, guys, I told you that the steamer helps to stimulate blood circulation. This is how you're going to get some good blood flow to your scalp, so the nutrients can get to your roots and you can see healthier, stronger, and longer hair growth. And getting that good nutrients to your scalp is going to help you retain more length at the end of the day, because if you're growing stronger hair, you're going to retain that length because they won't be so brittle as to break whenever you try to style, wash, or comb through them. And with that said, guys, growing those strong strands, I don't know if you guys know this, that when you do your hair, if you've ever done this, is to check the elasticity. This is something I recently started doing. That's why I showed you guys to do this, and my first video for the year is to check your hair's elasticity after you've done your treatment, especially when you're doing a protein treatment, because you want to make sure the protein and moisture is balanced out in your scalp. So if you're not getting hydro fatigue, if your treatments are getting in your scalp, you will notice that your hair bounce back so easy. You want that shrinkage. You want to see that your hair is keeping its strength, its health whenever you do a treatment. And keeping the elasticity in your hair, it's important, because this is how you not only see the health of your hair, but this is how you retain length, because your hair is not going to break and snap every time you pull it to comb it or detangle or style it in any way. The steamer helps to retain moisture. If you're doing these treatments, if you're deep conditioning your hair, when your treatment get a chance to actually penetrate every layer of your cuticle, that means your entire strand is hydrated. Now, you don't have to guess. You don't have to see, is my treatment working? Is my hair going to break off because it didn't get enough moisture? That steamer will get your cuticles to open up all the way to soak that treatment in, so you can actually see moisture retention. So of course, guys, with all that said, your hair is going to be more manageable. Your hair is going to be easier to handle. I noticed that my detangling doesn't take me as long as it used to, because now I am making it a point to steam my hair every time I deep condition it, and wash day is a lot easier detangling wise. I don't have to fight my hair and spend 2 hours trying to comb, detangle, and make it work for me. One of the last but not least, guys, benefit I want you to see with the steamer is how much it helps to enhance your curls and kinks. Whenever I use my steamer after I rinse my hair out, I see a lot more curls in my hair. Again, guys, not that it's a big deal, but if you're looking for definition, if you're looking to pop out your curls and see patterns in your hair, steaming your hair is a great way to do that, because again, your strands are moisturized, they're alive, they're strong, and they have the nutrition they need, so they're going to look amazing, guys. And if you do have curl patterns in your hair, you will definitely see them. Now, moving on to a few important things, guys, I want you to know. If you're thinking about getting a steamer, or even if you already have a steamer and you haven't done these, try them out and see if they work for you. The first thing you want to do, guys, is try to not overuse your steamer. I only use my steamer once a week, if not every 2 weeks. This depends on when I'm treating my hair. I'm doing my treatment, I'm deep conditioning and taking care of my hair. Now, the second thing you guys want to do is make sure you see steam coming out of that steamer before you sit under it. So my steamer, guys, I have to set it to boil the water, and then it beeps to let me know I have to press that other button to have the steam come out. Once I see that steam coming out, then I sit under it. I only steam my hair for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you're sitting under there before there's any steam, you're not going to get the full benefit of a 20-30 minute treatment. Another tip, guys, is to try to keep your scalp about an inch away from the top of your steamer or where the steam is coming off, because this is important if you don't want to burn your scalp. Now, this may look like it's harmless if it happens and you don't really think about it, but if your scalp is right there next to the steam that's coming out, it can burn your scalp. It can cause irritation. It can cause your scalp to inflame. So just keep it a little bit away from it, about an inch, if you can help that. And with that said, guys, another tip you want to do, I started doing this. I didn't think about it before, but now I started doing it. Try when you're steaming your hair to actually pin your hair up to cover at least the crown of your scalp, or just to cover your scalp to make sure that steam doesn't hit directly on your scalp, that it has to travel through your strand to get to that scalp. That way you can avoid any scalp issues, any burns, irritation with that direct steam on your scalp. Because I don't know about you guys, my scalp is sensitive. Once I did get it directly on my scalp and it burned, and I had to be so tender with my hair for at least a month to make sure that I didn't cause further damage and irritation and problem to my scalp. So if you guys have a steamer like mine, there's these little holes at the top when you start steaming it. These are where you're going to set how much steams go in your scalp or not. Whenever I do it, I open mine all the way because it's a good balance for me. Enough steam escape and I still get enough steam to do my hair. But try to make sure those are not closed, because I noticed that if you leave them closed, the steam is going to be so hot that you won't be able to handle it. So at least open it halfway or open it all the way like I do, to make sure that you don't again cause scalp irritation using a steamer. Now, the next thing, guys, you need to do is make sure that once you get from under the steamer, give your hair and scalp at least 10 to 15 minutes to cool down, or however long you need to. I let my scalp completely cool down before I actually get in the shower and rinse it out, because you want to make sure that you're not freaking your scalp out. You're not going from hot cold, because once you get from under the steamer, if you notice that your scalp is not warm, it's hot, guys. It's not unbearable, but it is hot, so you need to give it time to cool off before you rinse it out, again avoiding scalp damage. The next thing, guys, you want to have a towel around you and another little towel to wipe your face. I usually have a big towel around me when I steam my hair. That's because you want to protect your neck and back and any drips that might be happening. I do get little drips that are falling, and they're hot again because the steam is on them, so they can burn you. So you want to make sure that you're protecting your neck, back, and making sure everything is staying out of your eyes. Again, guys, one of the last tips I want to give you is to make sure that you clean your steamer. If you guys remember me telling you, you have to clean your hair tools to avoid problem. Again, this is to avoid you dirtying your hair and scalp. Again, this is to avoid bacteria issues, any infection, any of those problems that could cause you to have problem with your hair and scalp. Every time I use my steamer, I do a light clean just to get rid of any product or any excess, the water, all that stuff around it. But once a month, I make sure I completely get it out and clean it out. So you want to make sure that you're keeping clean tool, guys, so you don't damage all the work you've done. You've done all this great work to protect your hair, care for it, and treat it. You don't want one little mistake to just destroy all that work you've put in. If you guys have any tips that you use when you're using a steamer, please comment down below and let us know, because these are a few things that I've noticed that are important and some benefit that are to the steamer of using it. I wanted to mention it to you guys because this is an expensive tool. I got mine for about $65 or $69, I believe, so I did put some money into that, and I want to make sure that it was worth it. So I thought these would be important things to know if you do have a steamer or plan on buying it, because sometimes you may think it's not working and you wasted all that money. It's just certain things that you might forget or things you may not think that makes a difference, but they do, guys, so look for them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click that little notification button so you'll know when I have a new video up. And any tips and tricks, guys, that you use with your steamer, please let us know down below and comment. And don't forget to like, comment, go over and watch my last video, guys.